The throw home is not going to be in time. The Cougars have won it.
And the game is over. Charleston hangs on to win it at home.
Hey Cougar fans, it's Alexis Shirelli with the Charleston Sports Network, and you're watching the Cougar Weekly Roundup, a chance for us to catch up with sports teams ahead of their competitive weekends. We had a chance to speak with women's soccer as they're coming off of a very competitive game against Clemson as they head up to Virginia to take on VCU and Radford. We had a chance to speak with Coach Michener and two of his athletes as the team looks to take their competitive spirit into the weekend. Take a look.
Yeah, I was happy with our effort for 90 minutes against Clemson, a really good team out of the ACC. They're sort of top 20 program for a reason, you could tell. But our girls battled for all 90 minutes. When we looked at the possession stats and 50-50 stats and things that we track throughout the game, we were very even. You know, they had a slight edge in possession. But in the 50-50 balls and that sort of stuff, we were head and shoulders competing. We were well above Clemson in those stats, which is great. So we came out on the short end of the stick in terms of the scoreline, but really impressed with how our girls stepped out in the first match of the season. Clemson, put us under pressure in certain areas of the field, and we lost our composure a little bit and maybe weren't supporting at the right angle. So we'll look at a little bit of that. Changing the point of the attack is always a good thing in our game as you get pressured on one side, looking to see if you can change the point. We know going forward through the season, if we're a team that can change the point and has good composure on the ball, we're technically good enough to be able to keep the ball and complete passes. We need to give ourselves more options in those areas.
Pretty much we just have to come in every day ready to work hard, ready to bust our butts to make sure we're ready for this weekend. We looked over some mistakes from the weekend and we're learning from those. Hopefully we get a couple wins this weekend and looking forward from here on out.
Two really good teams. Virginia Commonwealth was down here 2 years ago, and we were able to beat them here at Patriots Point in a really tough match. We know we're going to have a hard one on Friday night against VCU. They started off 1-1 on the season, but they were, I think finished second in the Atlantic 10 last year and picked up there in the top of the league again this year, which is a difficult conference to compete in. Radford, same thing. Good team. I think they've won one and lost one, I think, on the season already so far. But they've got a lot of players that can scare you, and put the ball in the net. And so we've got to make sure that we've got our game plan organized. Like I said, this week we'll be looking at that and trying to figure out what our game plan will be like Friday and Sunday to give ourselves the best chance to win on the road.
I'm really excited. It's in Richmond where I have family, so they're all coming, and I'm nervous, but it's exciting. So every game I'm so nervous, but once I step on the field, it just kind of all goes away.
We do have 2 tough games ahead of us, and we're really taking it one game at a time, but it's going to be super exciting. We have a bunch of new girls. They're all really ready to come in and make an impact, and we're super excited to see them on the field and see what they can do. And I know the returners are really excited to have them here, and we're really showing them the ropes to make sure that they can maximize on their capabilities.
We've got a great goalkeeper core of 4 keepers here that are training in and out every single day that are pushing each other. Lauren Killian and Jen Henderson have sort of risen to the top in terms of that. I would see both of them right now as number 1 goalkeepers. They both have potential to be our number 1 and have shown that in training. And so right now we're sort of in the mix where we may split them until one, clearly rises above the other and separates herself. I think we've got 2 number 1s, and that's a good place to be.
We wish the girls the best of luck, and we're hoping for a victory out of Virginia. Thanks for watching, and as always, you can catch the latest videos by searching us on YouTube at CFC Sports. Until next time, I'm Alexis Shirelli with the Charleston Sports Network.